The Yul Edochie Story, A Tale of Talent, Triumph, and Turbulence. Introduction. In the glittering world of Nollywood, where dreams are woven into celluloid and fortunes rise with the credits, one name stands out not just for talent, but for the complex tapestry of triumph and controversy that defines his journey. This is the story of Yul Daniel Edochie, actor, director, politician, and a man whose personal life has become as dramatic as any script he's ever performed. On January 7, 1982, in the bustling city of Lagos, Nigeria, a child was born who would carry the weight of legacy from his very first breath. His parents named him Yul, after the legendary Russian actor Yul Brynner, whose commanding presence on screen had captivated audiences worldwide. It was a name that seemed to prophesy greatness. But young Yul carried another, perhaps heavier legacy. He was the youngest of 6 children born to Pete Edochie, one of Nollywood's most revered pioneers. Pete Edochie, the man whose deep, authoritative voice and masterful portrayal of Okonkwo in the television adaptation of Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, had made him a household name across Africa, was now a father watching his last-born navigate the world. Growing up between Lagos and Enugu, Yul's childhood was steeped in the arts, yet his path to stardom was far from predetermined. Despite the constant presence of film sets and theatrical productions in his family's orbit, Yul would have to carve his own identity in an industry where his father's shadow loomed large. The foundation years. Education was paramount in the Edochie household. Young Yul attended Lillian's Day Nursery School and Robinson Street Primary School in Enugu between 1984 and 1992. His secondary education, spanning from 1992 to 1998, saw him move through multiple institutions: Marist Brothers Junior 8 in Uturu, University Secondary School in Enugu, Ecumenical Community Secondary School, and New Haven Boys Secondary School, all in Enugu. But it was at the University of Port Harcourt where Yul's destiny would truly take shape. There, he pursued a Bachelor of Arts degree in Dramatic Arts, immersing himself in the theoretical and practical aspects of theater and film. The university would prove pivotal not just for his career, but for his personal life as well. Love in the lecture halls. In 1998, while navigating the corridors of the University of Port Harcourt, Yul met May Edochie, a computer engineering student from Anambra State. Their connection was immediate, their courtship tender and patient. For 6 years, they built a foundation of love and mutual support, dating through their university years and into their postgraduate lives. In 2004, at the remarkably young age of 22, Yul made a decision that would shape the next 2 decades of his life. He married May. It was an early marriage by modern standards, but Yul later explained his reasoning. He wanted to avoid distractions as he pursued his dreams in the entertainment industry. May, he would often say in interviews, stood by him when he had nothing, believing in his potential when success was still a distant dream. Their union would be blessed with 4 children: Danielle, born on April 14, 2005, Kambalina Chukwu Leo, born in November 2007, Carl, born on August 5, 2010, and Victory Zane Chukwu Buiki, born on January 12, 2014. For nearly 2 decades, they appeared to be Nollywood's model family, stable, supportive, and thriving. Breaking into Nollywood. In 2005, at the age of 23, Yul Edochie made his professional acting debut in the film The Esquires, starring alongside veterans Justus Asiri and Enabeli Elabua. While being Pete Edochie's son opened doors, it also brought intense scrutiny. Every performance would be measured against his father's legendary standard, but Yul was determined to prove himself on his own merit. He worked tirelessly, taking on various roles, honing his craft, and developing the deep, commanding voice that would become his signature. His breakthrough arrived in 2007 with Wind of Glory, where he starred alongside Nollywood royalty Genevieve Nnaji and Desmond Elliott. The film was a critical and commercial success, and Yul's performance showcased his versatility and emotional depth. From that moment, there was no looking back. Yul became one of Nollywood's most sought-after actors, known particularly for his portrayal of powerful characters, wealthy men, kings, and complex anti-heroes. His filmography grew exponentially, eventually encompassing over 80 films, with credits not just as an actor, but as a director, producer, and writer. Beyond acting, the entrepreneur and politician. Success in acting wasn't enough for Yul. In 2015, recognizing what he perceived as a decline in quality and professionalism among upcoming actors, he established the Yul Edochie Academy in Lagos. Located along the Lekki-Epe Expressway, the academy was designed to train the next generation of Nollywood talent, providing aspiring actors with the skills and mentorship needed to succeed in the industry. But Yul's ambitions extended beyond entertainment. In July 2017, he announced his intention to run for governor of Anambra State under the Democratic People's Congress Party. His campaign was built on a vision of youth empowerment and positive change, aimed at inspiring young Nigerians to participate in governance and leadership. The gubernatorial election took place in November 2017. Despite his celebrity status and the attention his candidacy attracted, Yul finished in 19th place out of 37 candidates. While the political defeat was humbling, it demonstrated his commitment to contributing to Nigerian society beyond the screen. In 2018, Governor Willie Obiano appointed him as Senior Special Assistant on Creative and Entertainment Media, a role that allowed him to bridge his entertainment expertise with public service. The fortune built. By 2025, Yul Edochie's net worth is estimated at approximately $2.5 million. This wealth stems from multiple streams: his extensive acting career, where he commands upwards of 500,000 naira for lead roles, his directing and producing ventures, endorsement deals with prominent brands, his film academy, and strategic investments in real estate. His lifestyle reflects his success: a luxurious mansion in Lekki, Lagos, complete with modern amenities, and a car collection that includes a Mercedes-Benz GL 450, Honda Crosstour, Nissan Pathfinder, Toyota Camry, Lexus LX 570, and a Range Rover Sport. He also maintains property in his home state of Anambra. The scandal that shook Nollywood. On April 27, 2022, Yul Edochie posted something on Instagram that would change everything. It was a photograph, himself holding a newborn baby, standing beside Judy Austin Mogalu, a fellow Nollywood actress. The caption revealed what many couldn't believe. Judy was his second wife, and the baby boy, Stardyke Munachimso, was their son. The Nigerian internet exploded. Fans, colleagues, and the general public reacted with shock, anger, and disappointment. But perhaps no reaction was more powerful than that of May Edochie, who learned about the announcement at the same time as everyone else, through social media. May's comment on the post was brief but devastating. "May God judge you both." The revelation shattered the image of the perfect family that Yul and May had cultivated over 18 years of marriage. May made her position clear. She had not consented to a polygamous marriage, and such an arrangement violated her Catholic faith, beliefs, and values. She had stood by Yul through poverty and struggle, only to be publicly humiliated by the announcement of a second wife. Yul attempted to apologize, stating that his second marriage was not meant to disrespect or replace May, and that he would always love her. But the damage was done. May filed for divorce, citing adultery as grounds. The petition noted that their marriage had been contracted under the Marriage Act, which explicitly forbids polygamy. Tragedy strikes. As if the public scandal weren't painful enough, tragedy struck the family on March 30, 2023. Kambilina Chukwu Leo Yul Edochie, May and Yul's first son, suffered a seizure while playing football with his schoolmates. The 15-year-old boy didn't survive. The death of Kambi devastated both parents. For May, already reeling from the betrayal and navigating divorce proceedings, the loss was incomprehensible. For Yul, it was a moment of reckoning. In April 2024, he declared his intention to father as many as 11 children, stating that Kambi will return and I will have a complete football team. The statement drew mixed reactions. Some saw it as a coping mechanism for grief, others as insensitivity to May's pain. The growing family. Despite the controversy and criticism, Yul and Judy Austin continued their relationship. In April 2024, they welcomed their second son, Pete Ndubuisi Yul Edochie, named after Yul's father and Judy's father. Then, in May 2025, they celebrated the birth of their third child together, a daughter named Universe Ifeyinwa Storm Yul Edochie. The video Yul shared on Instagram showed Judy in tears as the newborn was placed in her arms at the hospital. "We prayed, our fans prayed, and God answered," Yul wrote. "Rejoice with us as we welcome our beautiful daughter." For many of Yul's original supporters, the celebration rang hollow. They remembered May, still processing the divorce and the death of her son, now watching her former husband expand his family with another woman. The comment sections on his posts remained battlegrounds between those who supported his choices and those who condemned them. The present day. Today, Yul Edochie remains active in Nollywood, continuing to take on roles and direct projects. His social media presence is robust, with millions of followers across Instagram and YouTube. He's also ventured into ministry, sharing spiritual messages and presenting himself as a man of faith, a development that some find genuine and others view with skepticism given the circumstances of his second marriage. May Yul Edochie, meanwhile, has transformed her pain into purpose. She has become a brand influencer and successful businesswoman, focusing on fashion and skincare. Her social media following has grown tremendously, with many admiring her grace, resilience, and refusal to be silenced. She advocates for mental health awareness and has become an inspiration to women facing similar betrayals. The divorce proceedings continue, with issues of custody and property distribution still being resolved in court. May has maintained her dignity throughout, refusing to engage in public mudslinging while making it clear she will not accept polygamy. The legacy and lessons. Yul Edochie's story is one of remarkable talent meeting complex personal choices. He is undeniably gifted, an actor who can command a screen with his presence, a director with vision, an entrepreneur who saw gaps in the industry and worked to fill them, and a politician who, despite defeat, demonstrated civic courage. His contributions to Nollywood are significant. Through his academy, he has trained numerous aspiring actors. Through his films, he has entertained millions. Through his political efforts, he has encouraged youth participation in governance. Yet his personal decisions have tarnished that legacy in many eyes. The public nature of his second marriage, the apparent disregard for May's feelings, and the timing of his family expansion have led many to question his judgment and character. In an industry where public image matters tremendously, Yul has discovered that talent alone cannot shield one from the consequences of personal choices. Reflections. What makes Yul Edochie's story so compelling is its very human complexity. He is not simply a villain or a hero, but a man of genuine gifts who made choices that hurt people he claimed to love. He represents the tension between traditional values and modern celebrity, between personal desire and public responsibility, between family loyalty and individual ambition. His story raises difficult questions. Can a public figure's personal life truly be separated from their professional achievements? What responsibilities do celebrities have to the people who support them? How do we reconcile admiration for someone's talent with disapproval of their actions? As of February 2026, Yul Edochie's story continues to unfold. His career persists, his family with Judy Austin grows, and his relationship with May and their surviving children remains strained. The divorce case winds through the courts. Public opinion remains divided. Conclusion. The life of Yul Edochie. Daniel Edochie is a reminder that success, talent, and fame do not exempt anyone from the consequences of their choices. Born into privilege and expectation, blessed with talent and opportunity, he has achieved remarkable professional success. He has also caused profound pain to people who loved and trusted him. His father, Pete Edochie, built a legacy through his craft and his dignity. Yul has inherited the craft, but whether he can rebuild the dignity remains to be seen. The cameras continue to roll, the social media posts continue to generate engagement, and the story of one of Nollywood's most talented and controversial figures continues to be written, not just in scripts and films, but in the real lives of the people his choices have affected. In the end, Yul Edochie's greatest role may be the one he's living off screen, a cautionary tale about the price of fame, the weight of legacy, and the enduring human need for integrity alongside achievement. His story is still being told, still being judged, still unfolding in real time. Whether it will ultimately be a story of redemption or a tragedy of squandered potential, only time will tell. What is certain is this. In the grand theater of Nollywood and Nigerian public life, Yul Edochie has given us one of the most dramatic, complex, and deeply human stories of all, his own.